Through the window. My husband told me he was working late every Friday night for months. I believed him, until I put a GPS tracker on his car and followed him on Valentine's Day. He drove to a house in the suburbs I'd never seen before. Through the window, I watched him dance with another woman, kiss her, celebrate with her. Then I saw her face. It was my sister, my own sister. This is how I caught them both, and this is how I destroyed them. My name is Emma Richardson, and I'm about to tell you about the moment I discovered my husband was having an affair with my own sister. Not a coworker, not a stranger. My sister. The betrayal was double, and it happened on Valentine's Day while I was staring through a suburban window in Massachusetts, watching my entire family fall apart. This is that story. Kevin and I had been married for 6 years. We met in Boston, both working in finance. I was an analyst at Fidelity. He was a portfolio manager at State Street. We were that annoying couple who finished each other's sentences and had matching gym schedules. My sister Michelle was 2 years younger than me. We'd always been close. She was my maid of honor at my wedding. She came to our house every Sunday for dinner. She was Aunt Michelle to our dog, Cooper. She was family. Looking back now, I see how stupid I was. It started in December. Every Friday night, Kevin would come home late. "Sorry, babe, end-of-week portfolio reviews ran long," he'd say, kissing my forehead. December turned to January. Every Friday, like clockwork, 11 p.m., sometimes midnight. "Why are these reviews always on Fridays?" I asked once. "End of trading week," he explained. "We have to close out positions, reconcile accounts, report to clients. It's the worst day for managers." It sounded reasonable. In early February, I mentioned it to my sister during our weekly coffee date. "Kevin's been working late every Friday," I said, stirring my latte. "I barely see him anymore on weekends because he's exhausted." Michelle's face did something strange. A flicker of emotion I couldn't read. Then it was gone. "Finance is demanding," she said. "You know that." What I didn't know was that every Friday, after Kevin left work at 5 p.m., he wasn't going to portfolio reviews. He was going to see Michelle. It started on November 22nd. A Friday. Michelle had just broken up with her boyfriend of 2 years. She was devastated, crying, feeling unwanted. She called Kevin, not me, Kevin. "I know Emma's working late tonight," Michelle said on the phone. "Can we talk? I need someone to talk to." Kevin should have said no. He should have told her to call me, or a friend, or a therapist. Instead, he said, "Sure, meet me at Starbucks in Newton." They met at 7 p.m. Michelle cried. Kevin listened. They talked for 2 hours about relationships, love, disappointment. "Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever find someone who really sees me," Michelle said. "You will," Kevin assured her. "You're beautiful, smart, funny. Any guy would be lucky to have you." Michelle looked at him. Really looked at him. "You always know what to say." "That's what family does," Kevin said. But something shifted in that moment. A line blurred. "Walk me to my car?" Michelle asked. Kevin did. In the parking lot, Michelle hugged him. A long hug, longer than appropriate. When they pulled apart, they were close. Too close. "Thank you for tonight," Michelle whispered. And then she kissed him. Kevin should have pulled away, should have said this was wrong, that he was married to her sister. Instead, he kissed her back. I didn't know any of this, of course. When Kevin came home that night at 10:30 p.m., I was already in bed, reading. "How were the portfolio reviews?" I asked. "Exhausting," Kevin lied, climbing into bed beside me. "Long week." He kissed my forehead and rolled over to sleep. The guilt must have been eating at him, but not enough to stop. The next Friday, November 29th, Kevin and Michelle met again. This time at a bar in Framingham, far from anyone who might know them. They had drinks, they talked, they laughed. "We shouldn't be doing this," Michelle said, but she was smiling. "Probably not," Kevin agreed, but he reached across the table and took her hand anyway. By the third Friday, December 6th, they weren't just meeting for drinks. Kevin had rented a small house in Framingham, a Cape Cod-style place on a quiet street. He paid for it with cash from an account I didn't know existed. "It's perfect," Michelle said when she first saw it. "It's like our own little world." "Our secret place," Kevin agreed. They started spending every Friday there, hours together, acting like a couple, cooking dinner together, watching movies, sleeping in the same bed. And every Sunday, Michelle would come to our house for family dinner and smile at me like nothing was wrong. February 7th, I decided to surprise Kevin at his office. It was a Friday, and I'd gotten off work early. I'd bring him dinner, his favorite Thai food from the place near our house, and we'd eat together before his late meeting. I arrived at State Street's offices at 7 p.m. carrying bags of pad thai and spring rolls. The building was mostly empty. Friday night. Makes sense. I went up to the 14th floor where Kevin's team worked. The office was dark, completely empty. No late meeting, no portfolio reviews, no Kevin. I called him. "Hey babe, where are you?" "At the office," he said. "Why?" "Which office?" A pause. "State Street. Why are you asking?" "I'm standing in your office right now, Kevin. It's empty." Longer pause. "Oh shit, I'm sorry. I meant the satellite office in Waltham. We've been doing reviews there because the conference room downtown is being renovated. I should have told you." "Oh," I said. "Okay. Sorry for being weird." "It's fine. Love you. I'll be home late." He hung up. I stood in that empty office and knew, with complete certainty, that my husband had just lied to me. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I needed proof. I went home and waited. Kevin arrived at 11:47 p.m., exactly as he had every Friday for months. "How was the meeting?" I asked from the couch. "Exhausting," he said, dropping his bag. "I need a shower." While he showered, I went through his bag. Laptop, files, pens, gum, and his wallet. I opened it. Inside, tucked behind his credit cards, was a receipt. Not from an office. Not from a restaurant for a work dinner. A receipt from Home Depot in Framingham. 7:43 p.m. that night. Wine glasses, throw pillows, scented candles. Things you buy when you're setting up a home, making it cozy. Kevin didn't own property in Framingham. We owned one house. In Newton. Unless... My hands shook. I put the receipt back exactly where I found it. The next day, Saturday, I told Kevin I was going shopping with friends. Instead, I drove to Framingham. I had no address, but Framingham isn't huge, and I had a strange hunch. I drove through neighborhoods, looking for Kevin's car. His silver Audi was distinctive. He had a custom license plate, FINMGR, finance manager. After 2 hours of searching, I found it, parked in the driveway of a small Cape Cod-style house on a quiet street. The house looked newly renovated, fresh paint, new shutters. I parked down the street and waited. 30 minutes later, the front door opened. Kevin stepped out, and behind him, Michelle, my sister, wearing one of Kevin's oversized sweaters. Barefoot, her hair messy from sleep. They kissed on the doorstep. Not a sibling kiss, not a friendly kiss. A kiss that told me everything. I sat in my car, frozen, watching my husband and my sister say goodbye like lovers. Kevin got in his car and drove away. Michelle went back inside. I waited until my hands stopped shaking. Then I drove home. Michelle closed the door after Kevin left and leaned against it, heart pounding. She hated herself. She knew what she was doing was wrong. Emma was her sister, her best friend. But Michelle couldn't stop. She'd always been the younger sister, the one who lived in Emma's shadow. Emma was successful, married, stable. Michelle was still figuring her life out, moving from job to job, relationship to relationship. And then Kevin had been there. Strong, successful, attentive. He made her feel special, chosen. Michelle walked to the bathroom and looked at herself in the mirror. "What are you doing?" she whispered to her reflection. She thought about ending it, about telling Kevin this had to stop, about confessing everything to Emma and begging for forgiveness. But then her phone buzzed. A text from Kevin. "Missing you already. Can't wait until next Friday. I love you." Michelle's guilt melted away. He loved her. He chose her. She texted back. "I love you too." She told herself she wasn't destroying Emma's marriage. The marriage was already broken. Kevin wouldn't be with her if he was happy with Emma. She was lying to herself, but it made the guilt easier to bear. I didn't confront them. Not yet. I went online and ordered a GPS tracker. The small kind that attaches to a car with magnets. It arrived on Tuesday via Amazon Prime. Wednesday night, while Kevin slept, I went outside and attached it under his car's rear bumper. Then I waited. I also installed tracking software on our shared iPad. Kevin and Michelle both texted from it sometimes when their phones were dead. If they were communicating, maybe I'd see something there too. Thursday, I checked the iPad messages. There was a thread between Kevin and Em. I opened it. My stomach turned. Hundreds of messages. Going back months. November 23rd. Michelle. "I can't stop thinking about last night." Kevin. "Me neither. When can I see you again?" December 1st. Kevin. "I got us a place. Somewhere we can be alone." Michelle. "Really? Kevin, this is crazy." Kevin. "Crazy in the best way." January 15th. Michelle. "What if Emma finds out?" Kevin. "She won't. She trusts me completely." February 10th. Michelle. "Can't wait for Friday. I got you something for Valentine's Day." Kevin. "You didn't have to do that." Michelle. "I wanted to. You make me so happy. I read every message, each one a knife in my heart. My own sister had been sleeping with my husband for 3 months, and Kevin was planning to spend Valentine's Day with her. Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Kevin came home from work at 5:30. I'm so sorry, babe. I know it's Valentine's Day, but I have that weekly meeting. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. We'll do a nice dinner, okay? Sure, I said, smiling. No problem. He kissed me and left at 6 p.m. I opened the GPS tracking app on my phone. Kevin's car moved through Boston, onto I-90 West, exit toward Framingham, straight to that house. I grabbed my keys, got in my car, and drove. I called my friend Rachel on the way. Rachel was a lawyer, sharp as hell, and had been suspicious of Kevin for weeks. Emma, what's wrong? She answered. I need you to come to Framingham right now. I need a witness. For what? I'm about to catch my husband cheating with my sister. What? Emma? Please, Rachel, I'll send you the address. Just come. I'm leaving now. I arrived at the house at 7:15 p.m. Kevin's car was in the driveway, but there was another car too, Michelle's white Honda CR-V. Of course, she was here too. I parked across the street. Rachel arrived 10 minutes later. Are you sure about this? Rachel asked, parking behind me. Yes. We sat in her car, watching the house. Lights were on inside. Through the front window, they hadn't closed the curtains. I could see movement. Inside, Kevin and Michelle were celebrating. Michelle had cooked dinner. Kevin's favorite, steak with roasted potatoes and asparagus. She'd set the table with candles, bought expensive wine. This is perfect, Kevin said, pulling her close. You're perfect. I love you, Michelle said. I love you too. They ate dinner slowly, talking about the future. When are you going to tell Emma? Michelle asked. It was a question she'd been asking more frequently. Soon, Kevin promised. I swear, Michelle, by March I'll have told her. We'll file for divorce, and then we can be together openly. Really? Michelle's eyes lit up. You mean it this time? I mean it. I'm tired of hiding. I want to be with you, only you. Michelle kissed him. I got you something. She handed him a wrapped gift. Kevin opened it, a watch. Expensive. Engraved on the back. To Kevin, with all my love. M. Michelle, this is too much. You're worth it, she said. You're worth everything. They moved to the couch. Kevin put on music. They danced in the living room, holding each other close. Neither of them thought to close the curtains. Through the window, I watched them dance. My husband, my sister, in their secret house, on Valentine's Day. Oh my God, Rachel whispered. Emma, I'm so sorry. I couldn't speak. I just watched. Kevin spun Michelle around. They laughed. Then they kissed. Long, deep. The kiss of people in love. Rachel pulled out her phone. I'm recording this. She took video through the window. Clear footage of Kevin and Michelle, kissing, dancing, celebrating. Then they moved to the couch. Things got more intimate. Okay, that's enough evidence, Rachel said, stopping the recording. What do you want to do? I want to go in there. Emma, I want to confront them, right now. Rachel looked at me, then at the house. Okay, but I'm coming with you. We walked up to the front door. My heart pounded so hard, I thought I might pass out. I didn't knock. I tried the door handle. Unlocked. I pushed it open. Kevin and Michelle were on the couch. Michelle's dress was partially unzipped. Kevin's shirt was off. They froze when they saw me standing in the doorway. The looks on their faces would have been comical if it wasn't destroying my life. Emma! Kevin started, jumping up. Don't, I said. My voice was eerily calm. Don't say my name. Michelle scrambled to zip her dress, her face pale. Oh my God. Em, I can explain. Explain what, Michelle? I walked into the house. Their house, apparently. Explain how you're fucking my husband? Explain how this is your little love nest? Explain how you've been lying to my face every Sunday at dinner? It's not what it looks like, Kevin said, pulling his shirt on. Really? I laughed. Because it looks like you're having an affair with my sister, in a house you apparently bought or rented together, on Valentine's Day, while I sat at home like an idiot. We didn't mean for this to happen, Michelle said, crying now. How long? I asked. Silence. How long? I screamed. 3 months, Kevin admitted quietly. 3 months. You've been sleeping with my sister for 3 months. We fell in love, Michelle said, voice shaking. I'm sorry, Em, but we fell in love. It just happened. It just happened? You don't accidentally fall into bed with your sister's husband, Michelle. You don't accidentally rent a house together. You don't accidentally spend every Friday night here for months. Rachel stepped forward, holding her phone up. I've recorded everything. The affair, this house, this conversation. Emma has more than enough for divorce proceedings. Kevin's face hardened. You recorded us? You're sleeping with her sister, Rachel shot back. Don't talk about ethics. This is my sister, I yelled at Michelle. How could you do this to me? You don't understand, Michelle said desperately. Kevin and I, we have something real, something you and he never had. That sentence broke me. Something we never had? Michelle, I've been married to him for 6 years. We built a life together. And you were my maid of honor. You stood beside me at my wedding and watched me marry him. I know, Michelle sobbed. I know, and I'm sorry, but I love him. And I loved both of you, I said. But I guess that doesn't matter. Kevin stepped toward me. Emma, please, let's talk about this rationally. Rationally? You want to talk rationally? You've been lying to me for 3 months. Every Friday, every Sunday dinner, where Michelle came over and pretended to care about me. Every time you told me you loved me while you were sleeping with my sister. I do love you, Kevin said. No, you don't. You love her. You've made that very clear. I turned to Michelle. Did you think about me at all? Even once? Michelle couldn't look at me. Every day. But not enough to stop. No, Michelle admitted. Not enough to stop. Emma, listen, Kevin said, trying to take control of the situation. You and I, we've been growing apart for months. You're always at work, always stressed about your portfolio. We barely talk anymore. So you solved that by fucking my sister? I asked incredulously. That's not what I'm saying. Then what are you saying, Kevin? Explain to me how this is my fault. It's not your fault, he said. But Michelle, she makes me feel alive. She listens to me. She cares about my day, my work, my feelings. I did all of those things, I said quietly. Not like she does. Those words cut deeper than anything else. Did you ever love me? I asked. Kevin hesitated. Yes, I did. But Emma, people change. Feelings change. When did your feelings change? When did you stop loving me and start loving her? I don't know, Kevin said. It wasn't one moment. It was gradual. Was it before or after you started sleeping with my sister? He didn't answer. That's what I thought, I said. I turned to Michelle. I never want to see you again. You're dead to me. Em, please. You're not my sister anymore. Sisters don't do this to each other. Don't say that, Michelle begged. We can work through this. We're family. Family doesn't betray family, I shot back. Family doesn't sleep with their sister's husband. Family doesn't lie every single week for 3 months while pretending nothing is wrong. I'm sorry, Michelle sobbed. I'm so sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't give me back the months you stole from me. Sorry doesn't erase the fact that every time I hugged you, every time I told you I loved you, you were lying to my face. I walked to the door, then turned back. Oh, and Kevin, pack your shit. File for divorce. Because I'm taking everything. The house, the savings, your portfolio bonuses, all of it. You can't. Watch me. I turned to Michelle. And you? You won. You got him. Enjoy your prize. Because he'll do the same thing to you eventually. If he cheated with you, he'll cheat on you. Michelle's face crumbled. Rachel and I left, slamming the door behind us. In the car, I finally broke down. Huge, gasping sobs that shook my entire body. Rachel held me. I've got you. I've got you. The next morning, I called my parents. Mom, I need to talk to you and Dad. It's about Kevin and Michelle. What's wrong, honey? My mother's voice was concerned. Can you come over? I'd rather tell you in person. They arrived within an hour. I sat them down in my living room and showed them everything. The texts, the videos Rachel had recorded, the GPS data showing Kevin's Friday night trips to Framingham. My mother started crying before I even finished explaining. My father's face turned red with anger. Your own sister, he said quietly. Your own sister did this to you. Dad? No, he said, standing up. This is unforgivable. He called Michelle immediately, put the phone on speaker. Hi, Dad, Michelle answered cheerfully. Don't hi dad me, he said, voice cold. I know what you've been doing with Kevin. Silence on the other end. You're not my daughter anymore, my father continued. You're out of this family. Don't call, don't visit. You're dead to us. Dad, please. Michelle's voice cracked. You betrayed your sister. You destroyed her marriage. You lied to all of us for months. There's no coming back from that. He hung up. My mother hugged me tightly. We're here for you, Emma, whatever you need. Michelle sat in the Framingham house, staring at her phone after my father's call. Kevin was beside her, looking uncomfortable. They disowned me, Michelle whispered. My parents disowned me. Baby, I'm sorry. "This wasn't supposed to happen like this," Michelle said. "We were supposed to be happy. You were supposed to leave Emma quietly. We were supposed to start our life together, and everyone was supposed to understand eventually." "They will understand," Kevin said. "They just need time." But even as he said it, he didn't sound convinced. Over the next few weeks, Michelle lost more than just her family. Her friends, many of whom were mutual friends with me, stopped talking to her. Social invitations dried up. Her Instagram comments filled with judgment and criticism from people who knew the story. She lost her job. Not officially because of the affair, but her boss found a reason. "Budget cuts," he said. But Michelle knew the truth. Small town, big scandal. Kevin's life didn't fare much better. His colleagues at State Street found out. In the world of Boston finance, reputation matters. Kevin became known as the guy who cheated on his wife with her sister. Client meetings became awkward. Some clients requested different portfolio managers. The divorce was brutal. Kevin fought me on everything, but I had evidence. Video footage, GPS logs, text messages, credit card statements showing Kevin had been paying for the Framingham house for months. Marital funds, used to support an affair. My lawyer, Patricia Goldberg, was excellent. "This is one of the most clear-cut cases I've ever seen," she said. "Adultery with documented proof. Misuse of marital assets. You're in an extremely strong position." The court agreed. I got the house in Newton, 75% of the savings, half of Kevin's investment accounts, and 401k, 3 years of alimony. But the real victory was watching their relationship fall apart. Michelle and Kevin stayed together for about 6 months after the divorce finalized. But the relationship that seemed so real and destined fell apart when reality set in. Without the thrill of secrecy, without the forbidden nature of their affair, they had to face who they really were. Two people who'd built their relationship on lies and betrayal. They fought constantly. Michelle resented Kevin for ruining her life. Kevin resented Michelle for not being worth it. "You promised me it would be worth it," Michelle yelled during one of their fights. "I know, because Rachel's colleague lived next door to the Framingham house and heard everything. You promised me I was the love of your life. You promised me we'd be happy." "We would have been if you hadn't pushed so hard for me to leave Emma," Kevin shot back. "If we'd kept it a secret longer." "Oh, so now it's my fault?" Their relationship became toxic. The same passion that drew them together became volatility. They broke up in August. Kevin moved to New York for a new job, trying to escape the scandal. Michelle moved to California, trying to start over where no one knew her story. A year later, I was thriving. I stayed in Massachusetts, in my house, building a new life. I got a promotion at Fidelity, senior analyst, better pay, more responsibility. I threw myself into work and discovered I was really good at it without Kevin's voice in my head undermining my confidence. I started dating again. His name is James. He's a teacher at Boston University. He's kind, honest, steady, nothing like Kevin. He knows my whole story and doesn't judge me for it. We met at a coffee shop. He was grading papers. I was reading financial reports. We reached for the same table, laughed about it, decided to share. "I'm James," he said, extending his hand. "Emma," I replied. 6 months later, we're taking it slow, but it feels right. It feels honest. My parents love him. They come to Sunday dinners again, without Michelle, obviously. We've rebuilt our family rituals without her. As for Michelle, she sent me a letter on my birthday last year. Not an email, an actual handwritten letter. "Dear Emma, I know I have no right to reach out to you. I know what I did was unforgivable, but I want you to know that I think about you every day. I miss you. I miss our family. I destroyed everything, and I live with that guilt constantly. Kevin and I aren't together anymore. Turns out, a relationship built on lies can't survive in the real world. Who knew? I was jealous of you. I always have been. You were the successful sister, the married sister, the one who had everything figured out. And I was just lost. Kevin made me feel special, made me feel chosen. But I realize now that I wasn't special to him. I was just convenient, available, willing to do what you wouldn't, which was compromise my integrity. I don't expect forgiveness. I don't even deserve a response to this letter. But I needed you to know that losing you was worse than losing Kevin, losing our parents, losing everything else combined. You were my sister, my best friend, and I destroyed that for a man who didn't even love me. He loved the idea of me, the forbidden nature of it all. I hope you're happy, Em. I really do. You deserve happiness. You deserved better than Kevin, and you definitely deserved better than me. I'm sorry we'll never be enough, but I'm sorry anyway. Love always, Michelle. I read the letter once, then I burned it. Some betrayals are too deep to forgive. My therapist asked me if I'd ever consider reconciling with Michelle. No, I said simply. She made her choice. She chose him over me, over our family, over everything we'd built together as sisters. Those choices have consequences. Do you still love her? My therapist asked. I love who she used to be, I said, but that person doesn't exist anymore. She killed that person when she started sleeping with my husband. If you're watching this, maybe you're suspicious of someone in your life. Maybe little things don't add up. Late nights, unexplained absences, a partner who seems distant. Trust your instincts. I ignored mine for too long because I didn't want to believe the man I loved could betray me, and I definitely didn't want to believe my own sister could do that to me. But they did. And here's what I learned. Every lie deserves a fair punishment. Every betrayal deserves consequences. Not revenge, but justice. Kevin and Michelle thought they could have their secret romance and face no real consequences. They thought love conquered all, that their connection was worth destroying everything around them. They were wrong. Their relationship didn't survive the guilt, the judgment, the loss of everyone they cared about. Turns out, love built on betrayal doesn't last. I survived. I'm stronger now than I was before. I know my worth. I know what I deserve. And I know that I'll never settle for less than complete honesty and respect again. To anyone going through something similar, you will survive this. I promise. It feels like the end of the world. It feels like you'll never trust anyone again. But you will. You'll rebuild. You'll find people who value you, who respect you, who would never dream of betraying you. This is Emma Richardson, reminding you that you deserve loyalty, honesty, and real love. Not lies disguised as passion. Please subscribe to hear more stories about betrayal, karma, and justice, because every lie eventually comes to light. And when it does, the truth sets you free, even if the journey is painful. Remember, lies always deserve their fair punishment. Always. And liars always get what they deserve in the end.